Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're going to go into game number 5. It's match point for JYP. Let's go ahead and head into it. Yeah, that sounds right. All right, bottom left-hand position of Daybreak. We got Evil Geniuses JYP. The Protoss superstar over there on Evil Geniuses. I guess the Korean superstar, I should say. In the top right-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg. Yet again, it is none other than MTW Dimaga. And he is down 1-3 in this best of 7. Now remember, the winner of this gets $400, whereas the consolation prize is only $100 still. Not a bad prize pool for both of these players, but I'm sure Dimaga doesn't want to let that money slip away from his fingers. Are we going to see an upset? Nightend, your opinion?
I think it's Dimaga has a extremely hard job to do now. He has to win 3 maps, right?
Yes.
To win the series. I would give him, considering how he played last games, I think his chances are very small.
Yeah.
He did a few unnecessary mistakes, like you wouldn't expect a top Zerg to do. Like, especially the last game I'm speaking, when he made so many drones. That's just too greedy.
Yeah, it's such a shame as well. I mean, of course, Dimaga is and has been one of the top European Zergs since the beta, really. He's really made a name for himself. Of course, he did that in StarCraft Brood War as well. So it almost feels like JYP feels that it's kind of easy. I mean, that's how he's really played it. He's going to go for a Nexus first. That's something we see all the time on Daybreak, especially just because Daybreak is a super, super long map. And there he goes for the Forge fast expansion. So he is going for the Nexus first, then Forge. He's not going to play too greedy. He could have put down another pylon before he put down that Forge, but he opts not to. You know, it's a little interesting. Now, let's go ahead and get into Daybreak, because I think Daybreak is another map where you play a very unique way. Talk a little bit about this. Nightend, how is Daybreak normally played out?
I don't have much experience with this map, since on Europe you don't have this map on ladder. And custom games, I mostly play ladder, so that's why I didn't play this map too much. So to be honest, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you know, on this map in particular, we've seen a lot of meta play actually coming out from the Zergs. It is a very, very wide map. You can see the rectangle. Yet again, not similar to Crossfire, but similar more towards, what was the map that we just saw? Like Odyssey, things like that. But still, it has a, like Dual Sight. Dual Sight is the map that I'm thinking of. But you can see it's very far positioned from each other. So mutas are definitely a way to go with this. Even if you go for 3 bases early in the game, you know, there are a lot of pushes that are easy to see. And you can a lot of times stop those pushes with really nice counterattacks with just Zerglings. So we'll see if Dimaga actually opts to do that this time around. But still a very, very late gas. Dimaga loves this type of style where he just drones up forever and goes a massive, massive, obviously, drone lead in this early stages and then puts on all of his tech.
Actually, I agree with you with Mutalisk. I remember I've played against Alternate Delphi.
Oh, yes.
If you know him.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and he did Mutalisk on this map.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. I'm sure
I guess
you
you're right.
It must have been...
I think Zergs like Mutalisk here also makes sense. The map is so big, and also the distance from main to third is quite big, so you obviously need many stalkers with Blink or Phoenix. I prefer Blink stalkers to counter Mutalisk than Phoenix. I think in large numbers, Phoenix are quite useless against Mutalisk.
Oh yeah, I mean, the big problem with Phoenixes is that they're harass units on the mutas. They're not good for just straight up fights because they don't actually perform too well at tanking damage. So it could be very, very troublesome. I do like hallucinated Phoenixes though to deal with mutas. That's always awesome. I don't know if you've had much experience with that, but if you hallucinate phoenixes with your sentries, the mutas actually prioritize the phoenixes first, and they soak up a ton of damage. And not only that, you can see a lot of their movements and things like that, so you can place your blink stalkers really nicely. A cute little note.
You know, when you said that Phoenix illusion to counter Mutalisk, first I thought you were joking, and second, I was like, maybe he isn't, and I was imagining Protoss making many many Phoenix illusion to scare the Zerg, and then goes back home.
Dude, that's I just changed the metagame for you, bro. It's like now every single Zerg, they're gonna be like, what the hell is this? There's 8 Phoenixes out? I am absolutely screwed. And then they just stop making mutas. They transition at the worst time possible, and you just timing attack and you win. You're welcome. You're welcome. I just fixed PVZ for you.
That would be sick. That would be sick.
No doubt. Well, we can see Dimaga actually opting for Infestor play. I'm not a big fan of Infestor Roach on this map in particular, because basically what you're doing is allowing things like high mobility units. More important, what comes to mind is probably Warp Prism play. That's going to be so advantageous for the Protoss. We can see a little bit of a push here, and it looks like these Zealots will be able to deny the Spine Crawler. This is a +1 timing push. We've seen JYP do this plenty of times in everything, really. He's done it in all of his leagues, and it's just a slight push. What this basically does, it makes it a lot harder for the Zerg to actually tech up to mutas. Again, we're trying to just poke and see the range of our opponents. Still, I think mutas are in the range. Dimaga can still go them, but you know, obviously what JYP is doing is actually delaying them, and then having the upgrade difference, or his upgrades, really kick in, so that when mutas actually pop, if they do, they'll be a lot more relevant. The ground army will.
Man. Look at Dimaga's drone count.
Again, 78. He loves that number, man.
Yeah, he loves it. And look at his miners now, because he doesn't make a macro hatchery. He can't.
No,
yeah. I think only if you have a perfect larva injection, or not even, you can't spend that money.
Yeah, I mean, right now this is crippling. Dimaga is in such a bad position. He's now losing a couple overlords over here, but again, Dimaga is very linear right now. He can only progress very linearly, and that is to mass up in units, Zergling, Roach, and Infestors. He can't do anything else. He can't play the muta game. It's completely gone. Now Infestors are out, and look at this. I mean, JYP even has enough units to just destroy this completely. Fungal Growths are going to be placed, but it's nowhere near enough, and I think we're going to see another quick game, and JYP is going to take the 5th and final game. And here we go.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just... Yes, he does clean it up, but I think you know it, Nightend. I mean, this is just a losing position right now for Dimaga.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I should think, because if you look at the army supply, JYP has an advantage, but it's not that big. Also, he has Infestors out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Infestors are definitely the units that have the ability to be cost efficient, but when you're up against Blink Stalkers and they're as expendable as they are right now, it's going to be very hard to actually do anything. See the Roaches pushing forward. This is incorrect. I don't think he has any capacity to do this, just because he doesn't overpower his opponent.
I don't know why he moved out. He had just no reason to do that. Also, when you know you don't have Bottle, you don't have Roach speed, maybe he has it now. Oh, yeah, he has it. Yeah, and your opponent has so many Blink Stalkers, you should not move out.
Yeah.
I think that was a wrong decision made by Dimaga. It's hard to judge, because maybe he, most likely he was not in the best mind position after you lose 3 games like that.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, it's 3 straight games in a row. And do remember that these 2 players met up in Home Story Cup, and JYP was able to defeat his opponent by a score of 3-1. It looks like he's going to be able to defeat his opponent again by a score of 4-1 this time around, as I see no way that... well, I said at first game, I didn't really think Dimaga could come back. He does have a supply lead at this point. And here we go. Fungal Growth is going to be applied. Is it going to be enough, though? He needs constant Fungal Growths. Are there enough roaches now? Big warping of units, and he's not targeting down those zealots, so the zealots are going to just spawn up directly on top of all those roaches. Big blinks on top of the roaches, and this is going to be it. I mean, Dimaga has no army as it is right now. Still with 140 supply over his opponent. Income tab shows 75 harvesters to 53, and it looks like JYP is just going to move in here for the kill. Additional roaches are actually being brought in over here, but the infestor energy is all out of juice, and this is going to be it. Nightend. We're going to crown a victor pretty soon.
Yeah. What can I say?
Yeah.
He made the same mistake he did second game. Too many probes. He had just no information of what JYP is doing. He didn't scout, or not even try to scout.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's it. And there you have it. GG, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so that's going to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. JYP is going to take the 4-1 advantage over his opponent, giving him, of course, the $400 prize pool. And, of course, $100 going to Dimaga for being the runner-up. So congratulations to JYP yet again. I think we went into it enough in game because, you know, it's really, really crazy that Dimaga sort of makes that, you know, same mistake every single game. And for some reason, JYP, he's punishing it every single game as well.
Yeah. I don't know why Dimaga made those mistakes. I really have no explanation. Maybe I'm assuming, and I think I'm right. He did that mostly because on ladder he probably beat almost every Protoss he played against.
Yeah.
By playing like this. So, in my opinion, that's the logical explanation for why he made so many drones and so on.
Because let's be honest, if Dimaga is untouched for an extra minute, he's unstoppable. He has way too many drones for the Protoss to do anything. And, you know, it's a very, very tiny window where Protoss actually can do something about it. And it just seemed like JYP took advantage of his opponent every single time and did some sort of push that affected Dimaga in a way where he couldn't come back into the game. It was really unfortunate. He lost his third every single time. And after that, I was like, well, Dimaga, you know, even the first game, I have to say, even the first game was the exact same way. But that time around, I mean, obviously there was like a 30 infestor count at the end of the game. That was absolutely insane. But obviously the other 4 times he wasn't able to do that. So Dimaga is going to fall, and again, Evil Genius is going to take that win. Now, I want to give a short thanks real quick to the people that made this possible. The first one I want to start off with is actually you. Nightend, thank you so much for casting this and obviously joining me. Do you have any shout-outs before we actually end this?
I want to thank to my to my sponsors, Raidcall, MSI, Steel Series, ASO, Gunner. Thank you for inviting me to cast with you. And if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Facebook.com/FanaticNightend.
Well, Nightend, thank you so much for casting with me. It was sure a pleasure, and it's always good to have your insight as well. But the other people I want to thank, of course, are our sponsors. Let's go ahead and thank them. Number 1 is going to be AZO Monitors. AZO Monitors is the monitor supplier here at the NASL. Also want to thank iBuyPower. You can see those beautiful, beautiful computers on the sides over there that are powering the NASL studios. Definitely check them out. Again, I buy power. Also, we want to thank Kingston HyperX, Cooler Master, and last but not least, Beyond Gaming. A quick shout out, if you guys want to actually find out or catch any of the action that you might have missed, whether it be the NASTL or this NASL Sunday show match, you can go over to YouTube, youtube.com/NAStarLeague, and that's where you can find all of the VODs from NASTL, NASL Sunday show match, and you can actually find some of the NASL Season 2 and Season 1 stuff. And once you obviously go into that, you can get everything in 1080p quality for free. So definitely check that out. Again, youtube.com/NAStarLeague. Also check us out on Facebook and Twitter. We are facebook.com/NASLTV, twitter.com/NASLTV. You can also find me on facebook.com/GretorpTV and twitter.com/Gretorp. Make sure you check it out because I'll be posting a lot about NASL stuff, that type of related stuff, and also my personal stuff. I do coaching and stuff like that, or stream coaching, and I like to just get it out there and you know, have fun with it. So definitely check that out. And I think the giveaways. Of course, we want to talk about the giveaways. We have one big giveaway, which is the AZO monitor giveaway. That is over at AZO USA on Facebook and AZO USA on Twitter. Go check that out. Friend them, like them, and tweet at them, and you will be entered into a running for a beautiful AZO monitor signed by all your favorite people at the NASL Season 2 Finals. Last but not least, I want to mention the NSQ. The NSQ that is going on right now. It started February 8th, goes to March 9th. $1,000 prize pool, single bracket elimination. I already said 1,000. And top 8 go into the NASL Season 3. Definitely catch that because I'll be casting it along with a lot of other professionals. Actually, I don't know if I can actually talk about who's coming next week, but I'm really, really excited. Of course, you should watch it this week as well because a lot of great games are going on. We have the Slayers team in there. We have a ton of Koreans. We have top foreigners as well. So definitely, definitely go check it out. But that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. So from everybody here at the NASL studio, we thank you very much for tuning in. We will catch you next time.